6, who will present some remarks, and then the class plaque he will present to Captain McIntosh. And that is Daniel Contreras.
I didn't know you had a first name.
Forget it.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Daniel Contreras. Family, friends, and loved ones, thank you for being here tonight to help celebrate UVU's Recruit Candidate Academy graduation class 86. Thank you, sir. This is truly an honor. As I stand here tonight, I'm extremely humbled, filled with gratitude, the opportunity to stand as a representative of the class 86. What a humbling, what a learning experience this past semester has been, and what a joy it has been to have been able to serve each and every one of you. Over the past several months, we've had long, hot training days that were mentally and physically taxing. Countless hours of studying, stressful tests, taking warnings, rigorous PT exercises, all leading up to tonight. It's surreal it's even here. The flood of memories brings me back to this place, this bay. 9 a.m. in the morning, sharp, we stood in position of attention. Position of attention meant that our shirts were neatly tucked into our pants, boots were polished, lint was rolled, and if there was a button, it was buttoned, and if there was a zipper, it was zipped. We stood straight with our chests raised, no facial expressions, and looking straight ahead, eyes fixed. Hands perfectly down to our side with our thumbs centered in the seam of our pants. The heels of our feet were touching and our feet were 45-degree angles. We stood awaiting a thorough uniform inspection. Instructors came in through that door back here. You could hear a pin drop in this room for a thorough uniform inspection. Each student was checked up and down and in a circle. Without fail, just about every time, Instructor McIntosh or other instructors found a fault in our uniform. Whether it was our uniform or was not up to par that day, that morning, or our shave wasn't the closest shave, or even a straight mustache hair. In turn, our lack of discipline that morning was paid with push-ups. Frankly, we did push-ups sometimes for no good reason at all, other than that we were just up an ugly bunch. Our instructors disciplined us with PT at every opportunity they had. We got to a point where we recognized we did something stupid. We ourselves took it upon us to drop down and do some push-ups. Soon enough, the rigorous PT sessions, high academic standards took a toll. A class that started with 28 candidates was whittled down to just 15 of us. These 15 solid group, every one of them. Very early on, coming into the semester, I remember feeling so freaking stoked to be finally embarked on a journey that I had been chipping away at for over a year. As with many of us, I was eager to finally get my hands on all the cool firefighter tools, the axes, the pikes, the poles, the rubbish, the hoses, the saws, the tying knots, driving the apparatus, and the SCBAs to turn out the turnouts and to go into burning buildings and put out fires. And all the 100 skills that were in our schedule that semester. I couldn't wait to start. Not really knowing what I was getting into, little did I know the academy was so much more than earning a certification and putting on a helmet. We quickly learned that becoming a firefighter means so much more than a piece of paper. Class 86 quickly learned that the core values of the firefighter, which included professionalism, integrity, loyalty, accountability, honesty, commitment, dedication, and hard work. The list goes on. The values that were reflected upon every instructor that was present on our training days. The RCA exceeded my expectations, not only with the caliber of instructors that we had the privilege to learn from, but also the lessons that we learned on top of all the academic learning and hands-on experience that we were privileged to receive. At this point, I want to thank the boss, Chief Burns, for all the morning PT sessions that nearly had people throwing up and passing out those early weeks. His music wasn't bad either. I want to give a special thank you to Instructor McIntosh, sir, for being as much of an instructor as you were a mentor in life in general. Thank you for that. I'll always remember something that you said. He said, "I'm hard on you guys because I care about your success. I'm here to make you better, not necessarily to have you like me. I want you to leave this academy better than when I left it." I don't know if we're quite there yet, but hopefully you're proud of us. To Assistant Instructor Rhodes, thank you for the knowledge you bestowed upon us, for giving us the confidence from a long fire career. Thank you for instilling confidence in our abilities. And other instructors that aren't here at this time that put an effort towards our success, Instructor Sumner, Instructor Jones, and the list goes on. I want to thank all 16 instructors who dedicated the time away from their families to share their vast knowledge, experience, and mentor each and every one of us. I want to express special thanks to Miss Donna. Miss Donna, she had to deal with our stinky turnouts. She had to wash them. These guys might tell you that I was the stinkiest one. That's not true. We all stunk. In all seriousness, thank you, Miss Donna, for putting this together for us, for doing the legwork behind the scenes and taking care of us students. To Class 86, tonight we graduate. We graduate from the RCA Academy. This is the end of a new beginning for us. We are not finished, and in the words of Instructor McIntosh, you have not arrived. Continue to hold yourself to a higher standard, mentally, physically, and academically. We are but at the start. This is just the beginning of our long, great career. Continue working hard and chase your dreams. Don't get complacent. Always remember your why. Surround yourself with people that will push you to become better, and those that will tell you how it is, and not always what you want to hear. Can you continue to learn from your mistakes, stay committed, be the first one at the station and the last one to leave. And don't sit in the recliner. If you do sit in the recliner at a later stage in your career, make sure you are physically fit and able to get out of it when the tones go off. For that, thanks for being here with us today and celebrating our graduation. It was a long road, but we made it through.
Bravo! Bravo, mijo!
Class 86, on behalf of Clark, who put most of the work into this. Class 86, War Machines.
All right, so I have an opportunity now to hand out some pretty special awards that is very important. I did a lot of physical, well, I watched these guys do a lot of physical. So I'm especially happy about these awards, and these are our Physical Fitness Excellence Awards. And they get these by they're completing more than 45 push-ups in a minute, more than 50 sit-ups in a minute, 15 full-body pull-ups, and a 1.5 mile run in 9:45 or less. So, I also have to say, everybody's fit, but there are 3 that stand out with those specifications, and the first is Dillon Ricks. Luke Magaoay. Jason Geffe. So the students are asked to choose an outstanding instructor, and these 2 gentlemen are taken out of the running or they win it every time. Now this particular individual has been voted on by the class to be the most, not the most professional, but somebody who they look up to, who has been kind, has been tough at times. They know their stuff. They relate well to the students. The students like them personally, and they are professionally competent and excellent instructors. And I fully support this one. This one goes to Zach Sumner.
Wow, look at you guys, all cleaned up. By the way, you do stink the most. Thank you. I didn't plan anything to say really, so I'll be really brief. The first week of class, we sat right here as we lined up, and in your formation that Mr. Contreras was talking about. And I told you guys that this class was probably going to be the hardest thing and most rewarding thing you have ever done in your life. I know it was for me. I don't know for Instructor McIntosh. When we came to this program, 18 years ago? But hopefully, sitting here now, you guys understand that
realize that it was for me, because, yeah, the rewards you guys are gonna get from here on out are just gonna be awesome. And just real quick in closing, I want to tell you something that was told to me in my graduation day by instructor Arnie Ainge. He told us, never stop learning, never stop progressing. There's so much you guys can do in the fire service. Don't become that guy who thinks they've made it. I'm here, I've arrived. Right? Keep going in that service. Don't hit that recliner that's been talked about so much tonight. Okay, you're not there. There's so much more you can do. Keep going. And thank you.